What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Rhea and Fran, giving you that Friday energy on a Wednesday. And gee golly, it feels good to be back with the crew.
Gee willikers.
Gee willikers, we got Princess Belle and the Beast here.
What? Actually, that's okay. I get that.
That just came
It
out.
fit the situation, and it's kind of true.
It's just the movie.
Trent.
Yeah, I don't think you're a beast at all. I think you're the most
The Beast
handsome
is
man.
also a prince and turns into a very handsome prince by the end of the movie.
I think you're the most handsome man in this whole
Thank you. That's very nice.
Yes.
So it is good to be back. It's good to be talking to Bachelorette again this week.
Yes, it does feel good. Last week, Kelly and I did a little recap.
Mm-hmm. You did a great job.
Thank you.
She took notes, Trent.
I saw
6 pages.
the mini notes.
Yeah.
6 pages. I did not
She
do
had
that tonight.
She had a pen and everything.
Yeah, I did. It felt really good. And Fran and I talked about this. One night, I'm going to take all the notes and I'm going to host this recap.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not tonight, though.
Okay.
Certainly not tonight.
Because what I said to her was like, I was like, you want to do it next week? And she was like, no.
No.
I was like, yeah, you're probably smart because you do 2 weeks in a row. Then everyone's going to be like, Rhea's got to start doing
this
it.
is your
Right.
thing now.
Yep,
And I
okay.
do not want that. I'm trying to think at the beginning of the song because you look like such a beautiful princess right now, Fran. This yellow sweater
Rhea
that
has
I
complimented me so many times today. It's unbelievable.
I've witnessed 5 or 6 of them.
It's been all day.
I genuinely can't get enough of you
Thank you.
because this yellow sweater, yellow is your color and you didn't know it till
I
today.
didn't know it. I don't
And-
really own anything yellow.
You've been taking my breath away all day. Like I look at you and you're glowing. And
Oh, Maria.
yes, it's me. How does that song start?
What song?
From Beauty and the Beast, the one I like. Soup du
Tale
jour,
as
hâte
old
de
as-
voir.
Soup de jour.
No.
Be our guest.
Yeah. Be our guest. Be our guest. Put your service to your test. Tie a napkin round your neck. Cherry and we deserve the best. Soup de jour, hâte de voir. We only live to serve. Try the great stuff. It's delicious. Don't believe me? Ask
that's
the
the
dishes.
dishes.
They could sing. They could dance.
Oh, boy.
After all, this is France.
How do you guys remember these songs?
Because I was in the Beauty and the Beast play.
Okay.
Get this.
I was
'Cause I
not
like
in the
to-
Beauty and
Here
the
we
Beast play, but
Wait,
I have
wait.
watched
No,
the Beauty and the
get
Beast
this.
many times.
I feel like I did
fucking
too.
funny. Wait, this is funny. I
Okay.
swear. What do you guys think I played in the Beauty and the Beast play?
The
What was-
candle.
What was my role?
The dog that turns into the footstep.
Guys, I was a flower pot. Legit.
Oh.
No. Like, legit, they just dressed me as a flower pot and put me in the back of the stage. I didn't have any
Didn't do anything?
Wow,
did
you were
not
just decoration.
sing, I did not dance. I was strictly a prop. They made me
Wow.
look like a flower pot, and I stood
just
like
stood there.
in the back like this.
Oh man, they didn't know your talent.
Soup de jour, hâte de def.
I was in a Wizard of Oz play when I was in elementary school.
The fake
you.
French
Yeah.
is cracking me up.
Sound like Pepe Le Pew.
Trying the great stuff. It's delicious.
Yeah. Oh boy. All right. Shout out
sing.
Beauty and the Beast. We're gonna recap. Like I said, it's the first time the 3 of us have been doing this for the Bachelorette. The 3 amigos. We're gonna begin. I've been wearing my slippers all night long. Gonna tell you guys
You
about it
comfy
before we
bitch.
start. Holding them in the camera. These
such a
are,
comfy bitch.
I am. You probably know the company Reef. You think flip flops. They got I believe
Hey, pass me the rock.
they're the ones that, would have the bottle opener in the bottom of the flip-flop. You ever see those?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They make these slippers now. They are fantastic. They are super cozy. This is the Cushion Vista Cozy Slipper. They have these, the straps in the front. They're fuzzy. They're soft. These ones are cheetah print. Super cute. They also have a little, squishy sole.
It was always Jersey Cherry.
Yes. So the shoe feels incredible. I'm just going to power through.
Because he likes feet.
Arch support, which I have flat feet. Fun fact. Keep my feet nice and keep the arch. They got a little heel cushion. They're super, super comfortable. You can wear them around the house. You can wear them outside, honestly. They got a rubber grip on the bottom. They are great. They're durable. They're light. Telling you guys, the Reef slippers are great. Perfect for a gift, for your friends, family, for yourself. Treat yourself. You can get yours right now at reef.com/chicks. You can receive 20% off your first purchase at reef.com/chicks by using the code CHICKS. Get these ones right here if you want. The leopard soft fuzzy straps. Really very cute. You can pen that back to me now. Thank you, because I'm going to put it back on
Wait, pass back.
I was going to put it back on my foot
yep.
so I can continue wearing them. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. And thank you, Reef. Like I said, 20% off your first purchase, reef.com/chicks, code CHICKS. Okay, folks.
Oh, Trent, it looks like you got a little bit of my hair
Oh,
on
I got a
you
little
from
bit of hair
earlier.
on, a little hair
my
on me.
God.
Whoa.
Spending too much time with the ladies.
You're such a ladies' man.
Us. So much time with us. Michelle's season. Here we go. We're on episode 3. You have a thought? Okay. You looked confused.
I saw a pair of sneakers.
Oh,
then
those
I
are
realized
my
it was yours.
Yep, those are my sneakers because I'm wearing my slippers.
Yes.
Okay, Michelle's season. We're at episode 3. We left off with all this Jamie drama, but honestly, they didn't get to that really till the end of this episode. So we'll start at the beginning. Michelle does feel like she wanted to move on from everything. She's like, I want to take this seriously. I want these guys to take it seriously. Going to concentrate on them moving forward. They do this group date that is entirely Top Gun themed. Just one giant ad for Top Gun Maverick, new movie coming out in many months.
I was gonna say not that soon.
Yeah. You think you would time this with like a Christmas release, but I believe this movie doesn't come out till like May 2022. So
I didn't even know there was gonna be another Top Gun movie.
there sure is.
But I know now, and I
Top
guess that's
Gun
the point.
Maverick.
I guess that's the point of advertising.
Glenn Powell, he came out there.
Should I know who that is?
You should.
Really?
Ah,
What else has he been in?
Scream Queens. So yeah, maybe not.
No. But you guys seem to know who he is, and he seems like a nice guy.
Glenn Powell is great. He's been on Chicks in the Office. He was a great guest. Very fun. Like him a lot. He did have a small role in The Dark Knight Rises.
Really?
Yeah.
It must have been tiny.
Had to be really small. Like he was part of the mob,
He was like one of those he was wearing a mask.
He was rioting, one of the thousands
Yeah.
of people rioting in the
Traitor.
streets.
He was a traitor.
Oh wait, Dark Knight Rises, not Dark Knight.
No, Dark Knight Rises.
Dark Knight Rises, but there's still like a lot of riots.
Yeah.
Like when they're fighting.
He was one of the guys wearing the mask in the plane with Bane, probably.
Yeah, could be.
He was in
Bag on his head.
was in Hidden Figures.
He was good in that.
And like I said, we talked about this at Cunning Stems. Set It Up on Netflix. Great romantic comedy on Netflix with Zoe Deutsch. And now he's going to be in Top Gun Maverick. So obviously that was a big theme across this entire date. They're all in the gear. They got the planes. And it was like, what's the worst thing we can do to these guys? Put them in the G-Force simulator thing, whatever you want to call it.
I could not do that.
I think I could do it. I don't know if I would like it.
I think as a younger man I could have done it, but now I think
I handle motion sickness pretty well.
I used to, but then you get to a certain age and then roller coasters become an
Yeah.
issue and you're just like, well, I'm just an old person now.
I did start to feel that. I used to always be able to read in the back seat of the car.
Does it give you a headache now? Or
Now
does it
I
make you
can't
nauseous?
do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was little, I would sit in the minivan and I'd always be in the last row and I could read in like long car rides. Can't do it anymore.
Yeah, that G-Force machine is just not a fun thing. Like it's not a
You
fun
like
activity.
turbulence, Rhea.
I do like turbulence, but I experienced turbulence last week when I was coming home from Florida. That was a terrifying turbulence. I texted many. Oh, this is awkward.
You texted what?
I texted a few people saying I love them just in case I died, but I
Are
don't
you
think I
kidding?
texted any of you
No.
guys.
Nope.
I didn't get one.
Not
Get a
me.
text.
Didn't get a text.
Oh for 3?
Oh,
for 3.
none of us. None of us.
Wow.
I texted
Wow,
my
good to
sister
know.
for sure. For certain, I texted my sister and possibly my parents.
So I've all
Trent, we
right.
didn't make
But
the
I
cut.
do,
That's all right.
I do love turbulence because I think it adds a little spice, a little thrill to the flight, which is usually very boring. And you're like, "Ooh, I'm gonna ride." I love roller coasters. This one was like a very scary turbulence, like flying in the air type turbulence
Yep.
for
Yeah.
like 10 minutes straight.
I don't like that.
That's the worst when it just never ends.
Because you're like, what if the pilot loses control? Seriously, what if he loses control?
And I'm always thinking like, let's
I don't even know if that's how planes work these days.
No, I
just
think they're
always
on
assume
autopilot.
Pilots
A
don't
weird
even
sense
fly
of calm
planes anymore.
comes over me when there's turbulence. Of like, if this goes down, there's like
Well, the right thought is like, I
Weird
can't control
sense of
this.
calm.
I have no.
Yeah. Like, I
can't.
feel like if it really was going down, I wouldn't freak out.
What do you mean
All
you
right.
wouldn't freak out?
Like, I would just be sitting in my chair. Like, I would like really like start looking for like a good song to play.
Well,
Like
so
the last song.
I actually did
Wow.
that. I love the song November
was
Rain.
right.
Yeah.
So
Gravity
as this was
by John
happening,
Mayer kind of plays.
Yeah. As this
Wow.
was happening, I put on November Rain. I was like, I love this song. If I'm going to go out, it would be a nice song to go down to.
Yeah, like you want final like. I don't pay for the Wi-Fi, so I couldn't even text anyone.
You don't pay for the Wi-Fi?
I don't even turn on the messaging.
That's nuts. You and Fran both are
I just like
crazy
to
for
shut
that.
off.
I always buy the Wi-Fi on planes just because I just have to. Like, I feel like I'd rather spend the $15 or $20 than have to deal with my own thoughts of what I think is going on Twitter.
Same. I buy it as soon as it's available.
Especially with the nature of this job, like I feel like things are
Yeah.
happening while I'm up there, and I'm gonna land. I'm gonna turn my phone on, and I'm gonna be. My life's gonna be over.
If you don't get it, I always just end up scrolling through my entire camera roll, just looking at all
That's
the
the
pictures.
funniest. And then you start deleting, you free up your storage. Thank God that one of the three of us, when we're flying together, buys the Wi-Fi just in case anybody needed us.
What do you mean?
But like, this
Like,
is also the
already.
thing. It's still acceptable to be like, sorry, I was on a plane.
Yeah.
You know?
Is
Depends
it
on who it
acceptable
is.
here?
I
Is it
kinda-
acceptable
I
at
kinda
this place
think
of,
so.
of work?
I don't know.
was, Like,
I don't know. I wouldn't even want to test it.
So relaxed on that plane ride to Chicago, like
Pla-
watching the movie. Had some wine.
See,
Fran and I had
Comfort
a great
Plus.
Like if
plane
I
ride
was talking to
Chicago.
someone and they were like, "Hey, I'm about to get on a plane," I'd be like, "Okay, like, I'll talk to you when you're off the
It's
plane."
not about that. It's about if Dave Portnoy texts you in the middle of your flight and you're
you
not
guys
there
are
to answer.
paranoid as fuck.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's in my DNA.
When boss man is calling, you answer.
Oh, yeah. He texts me all the
I've
time, so
gotten
I'm worried,
maybe
too.
0.5 text messages from Dave in
that
my
makes the
entire
one that
career.
comes through even more important. It's in my DNA.
Yeah. Sorry, we're built different.
Yeah,
Could've been like,
No.
the Wi-Fi wasn't working on the plane. Like just a little white lie.
which also happens all the time.
Yeah.
That does happen. Yeah.
I'm
Does
sure he
happen.
would understand, but I
Bad
would rather
Wi-Fi.
answer.
He wouldn't understand, but it's something you could definitely say.
Yeah.
Also, I think a lot of times, like sometimes our flights or the flights that I'm on aren't like. Obviously it's been different now because we've been flying, like coming home on Fridays, but on the way there they've been later, like Wednesday nights. Like we're Wednesday night.
Anything could happen at any hour of the day, Fran.
Could happen right now.
You know what's the saddest thing? Wasn't
We
this-
Fran
this
Trent
was-
just checked his phone like,
I was just
Never
about
know.
to say, you know, the saddest thing is, and I remember that you talked about this on the podcast where you were like, had a really long flight and thought you were going to have all these messages.
Yeah.
And then you landed and had nothing.
no, that was the woman
You
tell
just
No, that was the woman tell all,
You just
yeah.
gotta
Yes,
disconnect
yes.
sometimes.
But
I-
also,
I truly never can actually disconnect, and on a plane is the only time
Yes.
that I feel like I can turn my phone off
And
for this
also-
2 hours.
and also, I just expense it because, like, when we travel, like,
yeah.
I just
Oh,
expense
I would
it,
have
so it's
expensed
not.
it. I'm a big expenser, but
Me too.
it's not about the money.
Rhea also loves expensing
But
things.
Fran, do you do it for like we're going to
I
LA?
expense
Like
nothing.
You still go no Wi-Fi? 6 hours.
When we went to LA, I don't think I got it.
she
Neither
didn't.
did
It's
I.
it's.
Yeah.
Damn.
I didn't get it on the way home.
yeah. Yeah. Anyway, we really just went majorly on a tangent.
yeah, are
here.
we talking about the Bachelorette?
I think
We're
so.
talking about the Bachelorette.
I want to get on. a
We're
plane.
talking about the fact that these guys basically did the exact same date that was on Peter's season. It was like, oh, we're gonna do a plane date, Pilot
Yeah.
Pete, but we're just gonna make it a Top Gun ad.
Yeah, and then they did. It wasn't wrestling, I guess. They had like pads, and they were ramming each other off some sort of platform. The only good
Yeah,
part
they
about
did the
that,
G-force sim. Like we talked about that.
Yeah.
And Peter started to yell in Italian while he was on there. Did anybody notice
Oh,
that?
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, he did.
I just remember Will kicking Peter's ass in the other competition.
Yeah, what would
Puttana
you call that?
disgraziata che sei.
What's that?
Moving on. I'm just gonna ignore Rhea. Talks brief Italian moment. What would you call the items they were using to fight with?
It was like you remember the American Gladiator show?
Yes.
It was some sort of competition like that. I don't know what they were using, but they seemed like they were foam pads of some sort. And Will just kicked the shit out of Peter, which was great.
Right. Some kind of like cushioned jousting.
Right.
But they,
That's-
yeah.
That's about all that it was.
Yeah. And they love doing that on this show. And of course, they built it up to Will and Peter are going against each other because Will and Peter, we know they don't like each other. They really don't like each other.
Nope.
It's been hammered home big time. And Peter didn't stand a chance. Will destroyed him.
Yeah, Peter is just your classic guy who talks a lot of shit, and then, like, I think he even said, like, we're gonna fight at some point, and then when it happens, like, he just gets his ass kicked.
Yep, and that's exactly what happened. Now, at the end of this date, they did give out a jacket.
Yep.
It was kind of like a winner of the group date.
It's kind of an arbitrary prize
Yeah.
and selection process. Like, who had the best day?
Right.
Will.
They gave it to Will, prized possession. He took that jacket. He was very happy about it. They went into the dinner portion or whatever. I always call it dinner, but it's not dinner. It's like the cocktail
Yeah.
night.
It's like the post-drinks date portion.
It's like the night portion of the date.
Yeah. 'Cause it's not dinner.
Mingles. Drinks and mingles.
Drinks and mingles.
And Will and Peter stole the show there as well. It was all about Will and Peter fighting, the guys not caring about Will and Peter fighting, and they just spent way too much time going at each other.
Peter said something funny. Hold on, I'm trying to find it because I tweeted about it. He said, hold on, now I'm just scrolling. I'm really sorry about this.
Well, they just like kept
This
calling each
will
other a
be-
bully.
He said,
Everlasting
back and
love.
forth. You're a bully. No, you
Peter
are.
said, you hate my mouth because you wish you had it.
Oh,
Which,
bad. Yeah,
it's,
terrible.
I feel like in Peter's head, he was like,
Terrible.
that's a good one. It didn't really come off like
You
a...
hate my mouth because you
Terrible.
wish you had it.
That was what Peter said to Will, and it was like, nah, that's not really a burn.
Is he
Peter
saying,
also
like,
said that he
words?
changes lives one slice at a time.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I missed that.
He's such a fake ass Italian.
He's got 3 locations, folks. His pizza places.
Are they in New York? Where
3
is he?
locations.
Where is he based out
I
of?
think Florida.
Florida. Okay. He's just.
But these guys, like, they all got up from the couch. They were like, we can't listen to this anymore.
It's
I got
just.
3 locations.
I'm always amazed that the people that are on the show. Sometimes I can't believe that they exist. But Peter is just a person who's out there who is very, very proud of his 3 pizza locations.
Yeah.
And he's going to talk shit to people about it.
Yeah.
He has a huge ego about his pizza places.
I bet his pizza sucks.
Where is he from originally? I'm asking questions.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Oh, you guys talk. I'm gonna get Peter's bio up from the past.
I mean, his bio does say Florida, but I don't know if
Okay.
he's like from Florida, you know?
Yeah, right.
I think
Was
he's
the pizza
currently
in Florida bad?
I think he's currently in Florida.
The pizza in Florida is not great. I'm
Yeah.
gonna admit that.
Yeah.
Okay. Here.
It's not like here, obviously.
Oh, he's from Port St. Joe, Florida.
Okay.
Right, but
Peter-
sometimes that's like
It's
not
where they live now.
Yeah, yeah. He could be from somewhere else. They do that on the bios all the time.
They do, yeah.
It's like where they're
That's
currently
crazy.
living.
I'm reading his bio right now. Peter's a hopeless romantic who commits for the long haul. He's a man of passion, and when he decided to professionally pursue his love of food, he moved all the way to Italy to stud.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
study.
right. I remember
Okay,
this
so
now.
the thing is, I don't even think he is. You know what? He might be Italian, but I don't know.
What's his last name?
I have to find that out. Actually, that's a good call.
What's his last name? But anyway, while this is all happening, Will is off.
Does he have a vowel at his last
Yes,
name?
exactly. Will goes and speaks to Michelle. He's having his one-on-one time with Michelle.
Yep.
Oh my God, he's from
And-
Long Island.
Okay.
I mean, of course he is. Yeah, that checks out.
that makes
Bad look.
No, Peter Izzo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, checks out.
Yeah.
Where's he from? Where's he from?
I think he's from like close to me, Long Island too.
Next door neighbors. Grew up right next door.
He went to your
Just a
school.
hop, skip, and a jump away from Rhea.
I really think. Oh my God, he's from Belmore. I'm from
my
Seaford.
God.
It's a town over.
Town over. I know where
I
Belmore
got my
is.
hair done in Belmore.
Yeah, I go to the nail salon in Belmore sometimes when I'm out there.
Oh my crockies.
Unbelievable. Maybe we like Peter.
Yeah, maybe I'd get along with Peter.
Maybe we like Peter. Peter also looks exactly like Roger Klotz from Doug. Just want to put that out there. We've talked about this, but I'm
Big
going to say it on
time.
Twitter. Majorly looks like Roger Klotz
Big
from,
time.
from Doug.
So much
Which
so
didn't
that
land with the rest of the group.
What
But
do
I
you mean?
guess Doug, like, I didn't realize the timing of Doug. Like, Doug started in 1991.
I'm very
So
familiar with Doug.
You, I know
familiar
you
with
are.
Doug as well.
You're familiar with? Oh, I didn't know. I
just
thought you weren't.
you kept saying Doug Funny, and I was like, isn't it just Doug?
Yeah.
Like you kept saying Doug
Yeah, I
Funny.
think I was
So
the only one who didn't know.
Noah's
Oh.
unfamiliar.
Noah
with
also
Doug.
didn't watch SpongeBob, so.
Wait, what? Oh, I mean, I
No,
watched
no.
it.
You've seen it, but
Let's
you
not.
didn't like
Let's
SpongeBob.
not.
I didn't go out of my way to watch it.
Please. Let's not talk.
Friend, you look
about
like
Sponge-
SpongeBob right now.
Let's not talk about SpongeBob right now. I can't argue with Noah about SpongeBob right now. I just can't. It's too late. My brain will
Just
not
not
compute.
a fan. That's it.
Yeah, I think that's ridiculous. Okay, moving on. Peter goes and takes Will's jacket from the couch, picks it up, he's taunting with it, he puts it on, and then he walks away with it. All the guys are like, God, he's got Will's jacket. And he goes and he throws Will's jacket into the pool. He comes back to the rest of the guys like, I threw it in the pool. The guys are
cool,
all
Peter.
very unhappy with him.
It's like, why, Peter? Like, what is that?
Yeah.
What is that doing for you? Like,
Yeah.
does that make you feel big, Peter?
He definitely felt big.
Does that make
Right.
you feel big throwing
He
Will's
said he
jacket
was
in the
going to
water?
give...
That's
said
what us
his
Long Island
dirty-
bros do.
His jacket looked a little dirty, so he's going to give it a bath.
If Peter had won that jacket on the date, he'd cover up with it. He'd sleep with it. He would love that jacket. But instead, because somebody else got it, he's got to throw a little
But
tantrum
also,
and throw it
if
in the
Will
water.
just was like, oh, like, okay, it's a jacket, I don't care. It would have gone so much better than crying about
He
it.
did not have that reaction.
No, but this is the thing. As much as he did cry, like, yes, he did cry about it when he found out, he did not go crying to Michelle.
Yes.
You know,
True.
like, that is a big factor here. He
I was
did not
happy
go
about
crying to
that.
Michelle. He cried on his own.
He
Bigger man.
cried in front of the other guys.
No,
about a
I know,
jacket.
but he didn't cry to Michelle
but he
because
didn't go
like
snitch to
Nate,
Michelle.
Oh, yeah.
Nate was very clear with him, you know, and I was a big fan of Nate this whole episode where he was like, let's not, this is going to ruin the whole date. Like, do we need to involve Michelle? And he actually said, to Will, as long as you just kind of sit there, kick it, you will forever be regarded as the bigger man. Like, don't engage back with Peter. Peter's going to look like a douche. Like,
That's good advice.
and it was good advice, and that is what happened. Although, yes, he did start crying, and he was like, you know, he's fucking pushing his buttons, whatever he said. He's
Pushing my
very
buttons.
upset. But, you know, it wasn't just about the jacket.
It's never just about the thing.
It wasn't
that was
just
just-
about the jacket.
That was just the
It's a major
final
read between
straw.
the lines.
Just the final straw,
Although
Yeah.
he did pull the jacket out of the water.
which I respected. I like the move of pulling the jacket out. I had said, I said it on Twitter also, but I think he should have put the jacket back on. Put on a soaking wet jacket and say, hey, Peter, you don't scare me,
Yeah.
pal. I'll put this jacket on even though it's soaking
Would have
wet.
been
Yeah.
cold.
And, you know, they ultimately took Nate's advice. They didn't involve Michelle. They didn't bring it up when she came back to give out the group date rose, which she gave to Martin. Martin is sneaky moving up the list, I think.
She likes Martin.
Shocking. I would not have picked him just at, you know. He's got a very interesting
He
look.
also doesn't look like a Martin.
He doesn't.
No.
He looks like a Ricky Martin.
It's the blonde hair is hard for me. Like the bleached hair, unless you are famous, it just doesn't play for
It's a lot
me.
of confidence.
You know?
It's a confident person
Yeah,
to
exactly.
do that.
Like I just feel like you gotta be famous.
Pete Davidson.
Justin Bieber.
Kay
Eminem.
Stokes.
Eminem, yeah.
Yeah.
Do somebody
Adam
say
Levine.
Somebody say Timberlake?
Justin Timberlake.
Kanye.
Kanye.
Guy Fieri.
All very
Really a good one.
all very famous people. All very famous people. So while Michelle and Martin are having their little moment.
Billie Eilish.
Yes, yep. Fair. Another good one.
Sorry.
They are dancing to Take My Breath Away while Will is fishing his jacket out of the pool and just snaps for the producer, not even for the producer, snaps for the editors on this one. Phenomenal job.
Really good.
Putting them dancing to Take My Breath Away but keeping the music as Will is fishing his jacket out of the pool. So it's just, you know.
But also by
You have to admire that.
orchestra.
What?
What?
Like by like strings, you know?
Oh yeah. Like it wasn't
Not
like
the
a.
song.
It wasn't. They weren't actually singing the words, but it was a. Like yes, it was the
I like-
instrumental to Take My Breath Away.
I like the strings. I would think they should.
What do you call that?
I think they should an orchestra.
That was what the
a quartet, a string quartet.
yeah. That's what I just said.
Oh,
Yeah.
But that's what I never watched
potato
Bridgerton, but I
croquette.
know I've heard those songs because I know that Bridgerton did that with like famous
Yeah,
songs.
yeah.
That is cool.
Yeah. Bridgerton did it very well. Will does get his jacket, but that is I don't know if he kept the jacket. Maybe we can ask him.
I think
He was very active on Twitter.
We're gonna see that he was. We might see that jacket like a men tell all or something.
Yeah.
He wears it out there like still got my jacket.
For solidarity, he like puts it under the sink and comes out with it wet.
Right. He's like, I still got my jacket.
Exactly. Wear it as a badge of honor. And then we have the first one-on-one date. That went to Rodney. Which I didn't really know where this was going to go. Let's dive into that one-on-one. But first,
How you feeling today, Trent? You look like you were ready to fucking go there.
I didn't know why you bumped me. I feel good.
You feel good? That means that's less than great. And that means it's time to learn more and demand better for your body.
Okay.
If you're not saying great to that question, that means that you're not great, which means you could be doing better. So Trent, I want you to take control of your health and well-being with an at-home lab test from Everlywell. Everlywell offers affordable at-home lab results that give you trusted physician-received results. So here's what I do. I Google a lot of things about me, and I find out that I'm dying within 1 minute, and that's not great because your head goes into a spiral. You start thinking all these things about yourself. That's not the way to do this. If you use Everlywell, you can find out your lab results and get physician-received results, which means somebody who actually knows what they're talking about is reading your results and telling you what to do. You could choose tests from food sensitivity, metabolism, sleep and stress, your thyroid, which is very important to check, by the way, guys, and so much more. Here's how it works. Everlywell will ship your test straight to your door with everything needed for a simple sample collection. Return the test to a CLIA certified lab with a prepaid shipping label. Then your physician reviewed results and insights are sent to your device in just days. And for listeners of this show, Everlywell is offering a special discount of 20% off at-home lab tests at everlywell.com/chicks. That's everlywell.com/chicks for 20% off your at-home lab test. Once again, everlywell.com/chicks.
Rodney got the one-on-one. I will say there was some hesitation. Like, I like Malik. We haven't heard a lot from him, but they did include a clip of him when Rodney got that date card, and they cut to him, and he was like basically insinuating that he was probably going to get sent home and that Michelle was going to like friend zone him and that he like didn't stand a chance. He was kind of laughing at him.
Hey, Malik, back off.
Yeah. Like,
What's your
he
problem,
was kind
dude?
of laughing at him.
Don't say that about Rodney. Rodney's gonna go out there. He's gonna do his best.
Yeah.
And like it ended up, Michelle really, really likes Rodney.
I'm a big Rodney fan as well.
How can you not be?
He has a very sweet smile, I would say,
Good
He's just
energy.
a guy you want to hug. He's got a good smile, good hug.
Really good
Probably
energy.
would be my guess. Their date was truth or dare. That was it. Like, it was like a different, obviously more food involved, blindfolding and guessing what food is because someone's got some kind of food fetish putting together these dates.
There is a trend.
Recently, a lot more than in the past.
Couple seasons.
I just don't
so
know
far.
if they're running out of ideas, but like we're just getting a lot of how do we make food like sexy.
I'd like to see the employee list from a couple years ago to now. See
Right.
who they added.
Yeah. So that's one date. Well, I mean, one portion of this. And then they also had to handcuff themselves to each other and open a bunch of presents. Once again, not sure where these ideas are coming from.
What an idea that one is. What a pitch that was.
Yeah, and they had to like one of them had a key, but they opened one box and there was a whole bunch of like little plastic balls, from when you would jump in the ball pen at like Chuck E. Cheese or whatever. And
Yeah.
that's like what one of them was.
I gotta
But
be
they're
honest,
laughing, they're having a good time.
This whole date is a blur to me.
It was a weird date.
For whatever reason.
It was a weird date up until we all paid attention when Rodney got naked.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
Like
Yeah, we were
that
paying
got
attention
everyone's
then.
attention.
Yeah.
That's actually a good point. That might
Yeah.
be why
I didn't
they
even
do
recall the food.
That
we
might
served.
be-
You started like dozing off.
Right.
and
Because
it's
I
like,
also
oh.
think you would probably remember the earlier stuff if Rodney did not get naked. That's because then it's like, oh, on the one-on-one date, Rodney got naked. That's all we can.
Right.
recall.
I was thinking that they might use it as like an attention device where, all right, this date it's a little strange and people don't
Yeah.
totally know what's going on. Let's bring them back in with a naked guy.
Yeah. So the dare was one of them had to strip down, run around while the other yelled into a megaphone like, "This is our journey." Funny.
Yeah.
Objectively funny.
Yeah.
So of course this went to Rodney, who was, good sport, grabbed a pillow, and he made his rounds. Everybody was watching. I don't know if they told the guys to like leave their rooms and come watch, or if they just heard Michelle on the megaphone screaming, "Rodney, this is our journey." Caitlin and Tayshia were watching. Everybody got a good look.
He was a good sport about it.
Yeah.
But to streak, I think you got to drop the pillow. I'm not saying he can do what he wants. It's fine. No, I'm just saying if it's a traditional streak,
Yeah,
feels
fair.
like you can't have the pillow.
You guys ever streak?
I think I actually would think
yeah.
the pillow still is a streak. Did you just say
Where?
yes?
I think I probably when I was younger.
Like in
Trends.
public.
I think it was
Fuck yeah.
Like in high school,
yeah.
across the football field.
Yeah, some stupid shit like that with the boys. You know, no, probably no females involved.
Boys will be boys.
Just the boys on the football team streaking. That feels like that's something that definitely happened.
That feels like
Yeah.
something that definitely happened.
I did that.
You
too.
did that? Oh, I know. You've told us about
Around
this,
the
right?
Kellenberg track. I could say
Yeah.
it now. I'm long gone. Yeah, I ran around
But it
that
was
track
something that
naked.
that was like a thing, right?
Scavenger hunt dare.
But was it a
Didn't you say
thing
they
that happens
filmed you?
class to
And
class?
They,
Well,
they kept the footage.
No. The thing is, here's what happened. I was the only team to use an actual camera. Everyone else used their phones. So everyone sent videos in to the grade above us, which was Glenny Balls'
Classic.
Glenny.
Glenny's
and
like, send me the videos.
Glenny's seen some videos, but not of me because I never handed in my camera. I still have the camera.
What an absurd.
Thing to do. Yeah. No, so they're like I will never look at the footage, but it's just me running
Catholic
naked
school.
around a Catholic school, running naked around a football field track.
Damn.
Anyways,
Anyways,
I want someone that works at Kellenberg to hear that.
yeah. Well, did they stop doing it?
It wasn't like a school thing. It was something we did outside of the school.
No,
But
I
like, is
know
that like
that,
a
but, like-
tradition?
Oh, it is a tradition.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, have the kids
it's not
stop
a
doing
it's
it?
not a school
Oh,
shan-
Yes,
yeah,
it's a
sanctioned
school
streaking.
sanctioned event.
After gym
We
class,
call that
everyone-
illegal.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Everyone,
The Catholics have gotten in trouble with that in the past.
Everyone
So.
hands their cameras to Father Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone
Yeah.
send your stuff to Glenny.
Fucking Glenny.
I'm sure they still do it to this day, but
Yeah.
who knows? Well,
All right.
I guess I'm a narc now. Whatever. On myself, I guess.
Yeah, on yourself. Ruining quite a tradition.
Yeah.
Then
You should be careful with that.
Yeah, they move on to the truth portion. Rodney talks about like one of his biggest fears in life is passing away, like before he gets to like have a family and do all these things. They're getting honest very quick. Michelle says her biggest fear is just like being complacent. She also thinks that she's not living in the moment so much, but they're having this moment. They are really connecting, and it does feel like Rodney is making more of a physical impression, because like I said, it was like, is it a friend zone thing? He seems like a great guy, fun to hang out with, but is there actual chemistry there? And that is when Michelle did say that he was chipping away at the friend zone, and then they had like a very nice dinner. I mean, it's nice is not the word, I guess, really. They have a open dinner where once again Rodney shares with her kind of more about him, his story, growing up with a single mom. And Michelle tells her own story about being called a certain word in the grocery store when she was younger, and how she always felt like she had to like justify her feelings to other people and to herself, and that she's, you know, kind of come to the realization that she should never have to justify her feelings, which is absolutely true.
Yep.
Michelle has been very, already 3 weeks in, very honest, and clearly, like, I just feel like we're learning so much more about Michelle than past Bachelor or Bachelorettes, where you go weeks and weeks and you're like, I still don't really know too much about this person.
Yeah.
But I feel like Michelle is really opening up, because I know on Matt's season we were like,
Yeah.
we love Michelle, but do we know that much about Michelle? I already think we're getting so much from her.
Yeah, I agree. And I think, like you said, in the past seasons, we would hear them ask the other contestants about their lives, but then not really reciprocate anything happening with them.
Yeah.
With
I think that was
Michelle.
going on with Matt.
Yeah,
season
yeah,
two.
with
we just
Matt,
didn't
too.
know a ton about
Yeah.
what he was all about because everyone else was, and he just never really talked about what was going on with him.
Yeah, exactly. And I think with Michelle, we very much know what she's about, what she wants, and we're learning more and more about her every week, which I enjoy.
Yeah.
It's refreshing.
Yeah, and they seem to really connect, which I love. And she did give Rodney that rose on the one-on-one.
Rodney.
There were kisses shared. It does feel like this has some potential. I don't know about winning potential, but going far potential.
Yeah, I don't think it's winning potential either, but yeah, he could go further than people thought.
Yeah, definitely.
Further than Malik thought.
Definitely. Yeah, boy, was he wrong, huh?
Broke out of the friend zone, out of those chains, and he's just like, he's in the relationship zone now.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Just Friends, Trent?
Just friends.
One of the
Ryan Reynolds.
top 3 rom-com, in my opinion. My personally.
I don't think so.
Great movie.
Great movie.
Who's the female lead?
Amy Smart.
Nope.
It's like a Christmas movie, kind of.
Oh, Anna
but he's
Faris,
like
isn't
Anna
it?
Faris. And what's the other guy? The other
mean,
guy's
if-
from...
You would have known if you saw it by now.
Wait,
the
I
other
think
guy's in
there's
the
another-
American Pie movies, isn't he?
I'm not sure.
Jason
I
Bigg?
feel like there's another big,
No,
big
not
name
Jason
in it,
Bigg.
though.
The other one.
Stifler?
Chris. Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Wait, what? Stifler's not in it.
No, that's not him?
No.
Oh, not Stifler. No. I'm thinking of... God.
The brother?
No, the other guy. This is just terrible.
Wait, you mean in Just Friends, the
Chris
brother?
Klein. Dusty Dinkelman.
Oh, Dusty Dinkelman.
And he is in American Pie. I was
That's
right.
not who I thought you were talking about.
I actually think I have seen this movie.
Fuck. Great movie.
Yeah.
I can't believe you wouldn't remember, though. It's not memorable for you.
I guess not.
Why did you bring up this movie?
Because you're talking about the friend zone, Just
Oh. That's
Friends.
it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the whole movie.
I know. I thought there was maybe a deeper
No.
link there.
I'm just happy for Rodney.
Same.
Rodney seems like a great guy, and like we said, I don't think he's going to win, although that would be amazing.
Yeah.
He will go far.
Definitely. Then we have our second group date, which we will discuss right after this commercial break.
Checking in on you again. How we doing?
I'm doing okay.
Okay is worse than good, and that's certainly not great.
Okay.
Okay.
What do I do?
Well, here's the thing. A lot of people are stressed out, right? You're a little stressed out. I'm a little stressed out. She's
Yeah.
a little stressed out. Noah's very stressed out. Everyone's a little stressed out right now. There's a lot of things on people's plates. Everyone's going through something that you may not know about. Everyone is dealing with something that you don't know about. That's very important to remember as you go about your daily life. And this is not even part of the ad. That's just something to note here, folks. But obviously, if you're struggling right now, a lot of people go to therapy, but some people are afraid of therapy. They don't know where to take that first step. They're afraid to be in person with a stranger they don't know. They also don't know how to go about it. And also therapy can be very expensive. So BetterHelp is here to help you. The best way to think about therapy is through a bunch of analogies. We get our cars tuned up to prevent bigger issues. I got a nail in my tire the other day, which is a problem, and I'm going to fix it up just like I would do with my brain with BetterHelp. Going to therapy is just like that, tuning yourself up. And here at Barstool Sports, we agree that is very important because they're offering everyone here BetterHelp to service our employees as well. I know a lot of people in my life that use BetterHelp. It's customized online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist. So you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. You don't have to see anyone in person if you don't want to. This can all be online. A lot of people feel comfortable doing that nowadays, and it's much more affordable than in-person therapy, and you can start communicating with a therapist in under 48 hours. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp, and our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/office. So that is BetterHelp.com/office. Go check out BetterHelp and get that 10% off your first month.
The second group date is a poetry reading, I guess you could say.
Spoken
word.
Spoken word, yeah.
Spoken word. It's all about the spoken word. And nobody is more excited about the spoken word than Chris G. They had this poet. His name is Rudy Francisco. And Chris G just lost his shit. Like, he they might as well have had like Ed Sheeran come out there to like lead
Yeah.
the state the way Chris G reacted. Like legit, like actually starstruck.
Who was he standing next to? Whoever he was standing next to, he was like grabbing his shoulder, like, "Can you believe that's that name that you read a little bit ago,
Chris
Fran?"
G. Oh, Rudy Francisco.
Yeah, that he was just like, I can't believe he's the reason I got into spoken word. And what is Chris G, a motivational speaker?
Yeah. He
So-
said he's the poet who got me hooked on spoken word.
There you go.
That's amazing.
Right.
I
It's
think
such
that's very nice.
Me
It's
too.
so nice.
It seems so niche, unless
So niche.
And Rudy Francisco must have been hyped that
Right,
somebody
like-
there knew him.
Right.
What are the odds? You're on a date with 10 dudes and one of them's like your biggest friend.
Yeah. He probably had to give an autograph to Chris G.
Probably. Incredibly excited. But that was basically the basis of the date, was that everyone was gonna have to go up and perform their own piece, written in the first person, talking about themselves, which they all did honestly very well, I felt like.
Yeah. This is one of those dates where if I were a contestant, I would just be so scared.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot to, you have to express a lot of
Poetry
feelings.
is hard as fuck.
It is incredibly difficult.
And to like talk about your own life, like I'd go up there and be like, hey,
And
like you try and rhyme things and then you look stupid, or then you don't try and rhyme things, then it looks like you're up there performing slam poetry.
and it's like performative, so
Yeah.
you kind of got to give a little
You
bit
gotta
to
be a
it.
good public speaker.
I'd go with blunt thoughty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In
you'd
the
have
spoken
to.
word.
Yeah.
You would have to.
I am getting thoughty with a blunt thoughty.
Yes.
Titties in my face.
Yep.
I will be rocking your body.
I think
Yeah.
I would play. But these guys all did great,
Except for Jamie.
except for Jamie.
Jamie went up there and was like, I forgot, I lost my book.
I thought that Jamie was going to get up there and start telling the story about Michelle being in a bar with a baller. Like, I thought he was going to be like, so there's this girl.
I thought he was
who
talking.
was in
I
a
thought he was
bar.
talking about Michelle too. I thought he
Yeah.
was alluding to
The bar.
like Michelle's. No, not even that. I thought he was yes, kind of. But
like being with another guy.
right, like or
Yeah.
that she was on this path, and the path is the Bachelorette, and she's in. That was like the story. This woman in the woods, and she takes the wrong path, and I thought he was like, she picks the wrong guy. Like I don't know. It was so weird, but yeah, I know. Where could he have possibly lost his notebook that he needed to spit from the heart? And that is what he spit. He told a story, like I said, about a girl getting lost in the woods, which is not really writing a poem about your personal feelings.
No.
And honestly, Casey said a very funny thing where he was like, Jamie might be preparing to be a motivational speaker / cult leader.
I think that's right. It was
Yeah.
all very strange.
Jamie freaks me out.
He's
Yeah.
he's something. He's had quite a 2-episode arc.
Yeah, and then they kind of just left that. It was like, oh, Jamie, that was really weird. We're going to now have Michelle do hers, which was, once again,
Splendid.
fantastic. She expresses herself so well and she speaks from the heart all the time, which I really respect. And she went up there and she did the assignment, spoke from the heart.
She understood the assignment.
She absolutely did. And all of the guys were really receptive. They were all speaking to her about how her poem had affected them. That is really how Brandon led his conversation with her. He was like, I just want to let you know, like, what you said really meant a lot to me. And they were able to have this conversation. And I think she really likes Brandon.
She really likes Brandon.
Brandon keeps getting those roses.
Right?
He does. He keeps getting those group date roses. Last
Yeah.
week he got it over who did I think it was definitely going to in the group date last week or 2 weeks ago. And then it went to Brandon.
Yeah.
And Brandon she really likes Martin. She really likes Brandon.
Yep. She said she did say she's very attracted to him. And he is like a smitten kitten. He has said what she said. He was like, I'm smitten.
He's goofy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they seem to have
How
good
old is he?
chemistry. Oh, I don't know.
I would guess on the younger side just from looks.
I would imagine so, yeah. But I don't know. And how old is Michelle?
Michelle is
28?
28, I think.
28.
Okay. Yeah, I'd be curious to know how old Brandon is. I feel like he's
Brandon's younger, I think.
like 25.
I was going to say even young, like 24.
Okay.
I don't know if
3.
he's that young. No,
I'll
definitely
look it
not
up. I'll look it
23.
up.
I'm pretty sure, if I recall from doing the bios, that the youngest people were like the 25 was maybe the
Okay.
youngest age, I think. We then see Jamie go and
26.
Okay.
26. Okay.
Sounds exciting out there.
I know something's happening. We then saw Jamie
late.
about like he's talking about getting the group date rose. He said,
because before,
but this isn't even the producer thing.
Oh no.
No, he's like it's a voiceover. He says there's not really anybody else worthy of her attention. No one else really matters to me. It's just like they were teeing him up for that.
Right, and then right
producer
before she
chat.
gave out the group day rose, he was like, "I've got this in the bag. There's no doubt about who's getting this rose."
Yeah, right. That's what he said. He's literally
Okay.
after he talked to Michelle, he said, "I've got this in the bag," but it
Yep.
did not matter because she gave it to Brandon.
Yep.
And that's when he turned to a producer when the night was over and was like, "We gotta talk." And he pulls the producer, and then they're in like a dark room speaking, and he's being just a jerk and a half.
Right. Those are Jamie's true colors when he is with that producer, because before he's all lovey and he's, with Michelle and saying all these things, and then as soon as she does something that doesn't give him all of the attention and all of the accolades, he goes and bitches and cries to a producer about how, she's in spring break mode, and all these other guys aren't in the same league as me. It's like, dude, shut up.
So lame. He said, "I've got to wait for 6 weeks to get to the end of this." And then he said, "I really felt like it would be a stronger group of guys." Said Michelle's basically just in fucking spring break mode,
That
which is a
group-
little bit of a turnoff. Like,
Ugh,
ew.
Spring
That-
break mode.
A little
What
bit
the
of a
fuck does that
turnoff.
even mean? Also,
Michelle has literally not a single turnoff right now. Jamie, you have all the
and
turnoffs.
Michelle has no ounce of spring break feel to her.
Zero.
She's a teacher and basketball player. She just screams wife. Like, there's
Yeah.
no spring break coming out of Michelle.
And that group of guys that he thought would be stronger is winning all of these roses over him.
What's crazy is that, and I don't know what he was thinking here, right? He clearly knows he's mic'd up. To insult the Bachelorette herself while being mic'd up feels very silly. I don't know if he thought like they're never gonna put me speaking to a producer on the show. They don't do that really on the show.
Like, is he friends with the producer? Why is he like, I gotta go talk shit to the producer?
Well, because that's what happens. Like, I'm pretty sure, and this is honestly kind of just from watching Unreal, but producers all kind of have their own like contestants.
Yeah.
Right.
There's certain producers who work with certain contestants. So this was probably the one that he feels the closest to, and was like, "We gotta talk," and thought that would never be used, because when do they ever really show contestants talking to producers? Rarely.
Unless you're a huge
Unless you're
asshole.
a dick, and then they show it.
Yeah, I think he's. The word I would use to describe Jamie is arrogant.
Yeah.
He's so arrogant that he probably thought that like I don't even know if he thought it through so far as, are they going to use this? Are they not?
Right.
I'm talking to a producer. He was just like so upset that he was not chosen.
Right.
That he was like, I just have to talk about this with
I just
someone.
gotta shit on everybody else.
Right. I think that's just the kind of the guy he is.
Yeah. It was not a good look for Jamie at all. And at this point, it was like, all right, when are we going to get to the shit talking? Like, there was no resolution from last week. There was no way we were just going to not have Jamie be exposed for telling Michelle the whole house was questioning him questioning her when that wasn't the case. So, cue cocktail party when Rick was sent in to bring this up, which is exactly what happened. Let's talk about that right after this. There are times when I look at my, this is in the past because I've updated now. I'm with the Athena Club. I'm in the Athena Club, one might say, But when you would look at your razor and be like, "Oh, this one's bad. I gotta go to the store. I need a new replacement. I don't want to go to the store." You don't have to worry about any of those things with Athena Club. It's an amazing razor. They're all sent to your door, right to your door. It's shipped right to you. They're so great. They have an amazing shaving cream that I absolutely love. But Athena Club's razor are designed with built-in skin guards to help prevent razor burn while being gentle on curves. I love their razor. There's definitely times when I have tried to switch up my razor and my skin has reacted poorly. But with the Athena Club razor, it has it's surrounded by a water activated serum with shea butter and hyaluronic acid, which you all know, holy grail for skincare. It's so important. And the razor kit's only $9, and it comes with 2 blade heads, a magnetic hook for shower storage, and your choice of handle color. There's 6 color options, but they also have black and white if you're more of a neutral gal. I got the blue one personally. It's like a light baby blue. It's very cute. And like I said at the beginning, you never have to worry about running out of refills or being stuck with dull, overused razors. You can choose how often replacement blades are sent to you with free shipping. That means fresh, ready-to-use razors always arrive when you need them. Their Cloud Shave Foam is luxurious. It's the best shaving cream I have ever used. I swear I will never go back to another shaving cream. This one is so great. It keeps my legs so hydrated. It smells amazing. It has a great feel. I am obsessed with the Cloud Shave Foam. Highly, highly recommend. So show your skin you care with the Athena Club Razor Kit. Sign up today and you'll get 20% off your first order. Just go to athenaclub.com and use promo code CHICKS. That's ATHENACLUB.com with promo code CHICKS for 20% off. Okay, Rick just can't believe that this has not been brought up yet. It's like we've gone multiple dates now where nobody said anything to her about it. So Rick, or perhaps my guess is like, we got to get producer. Like we got to get this going.
We got to get it resolved.
There's no way we can get Jamie lying to Michelle's face and not having the guys find out about it. So Rick is talking to Michelle. He says, I just got to let you know, I know you were upset at last rose ceremony. The house, he was like, I'm pretty tuned in. And the house wasn't talking about any of those things. And she was like, well, that's weird because Jamie told me all of this. So finally, those are crossed. We finally get Jamie's name involved. So Rick goes back and tells all the guys that it was Jamie. And they're all pretty shocked.
Especially Nate.
Well, because I bet you they're also shocked because Jamie was so involved in all the conversations after, when they were like, damn, man, like, who could have told Michelle this? And he was like, yeah, I don't know.
That is like serious deception.
Like, he was lying to everyone.
Like, you just assume that base level, most people are going to be pretty truthful about like things that they said to someone that caused all this mayhem in the house. And Jamie was just like, who could it be?
Yeah.
Who is it? Who? When it's very clearly, he's just like, he's like, it was me.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Rick, Nate, and Casey all confront Jamie, and they're like, why'd you do this? And then he mumbles on about all this nonsense. He like, my comments to Michelle. What were my comments to Michelle? Cleared his throat for a while.
He was like, listen,
came
guys,
up with nothing.
I created this invisible character.
Yeah.
To portray to Michelle about what could potentially be happening in the house. And at that point, I thought Nate was just going to lose his goddamn mind.
And then what was also great was he said that there was this character created in the room, and Nate was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
He's like,
no, well, actually, I was in my room. Remember, he's like, I was actually in my room for most of this. He's like, wait, what?
Jamie
you were in your room for most of this?
On the spot, he had to start making up lies. He was
And
like, actually, wait, let me backtrack.
And then
That wasn't me.
Yeah, and then he tried to say, well, I was just trying to inform the viewers at home about what was, and they're like, what are you talking about, dude?
The episode, and we're all sitting around talking about it. Then they're like, we're talking about episodes?
Crazy.
Like viewers? It really turned very bizarre. And then they all were in the group together, and Michelle talks to all of them, and she's like, Jamie, you told everyone this, and now this is a message that I'm getting from the group that we're not on the same page here at all. And then Jamie continues to try and talk himself out of it in front of the whole group and rambles on about nonsense once again, and then ends it with like, that's pretty much like what our converation was, right?
Pretty clear now, pretty crystal clear.
He said, does that sound at all like our conversation? No, it definitely doesn't.
Wow.
Yeah, and Michelle was like, all right, I'm going to tell you like what actually happened, and then I'm going to pull you outside and send your ass home. That was it.
Good riddance.
Yeah. She did not even question it at all. Like, there was no hesitation in sending him home. It was like, red flags, I don't like it, goodbye.
Right, because then she comes back and she tells the group that trust is very important to her, which makes all the sense in the world.
Yep.
And she cannot trust Jamie right now.
Nope. And
there's a lot of reasons why she can't trust him, so you just got to send him right home.
I Did you guys think Jamie was going to last a little longer?
I did.
I did also.
Yeah.
I was pretty surprised.
I was surprised as well.
I just felt like from the group, I was like, who's really going to fill this spot right off the bat for drama over the next? It's only the third, like it's only week 3.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn.
Somebody's going to do it.
No, of course. And we definitely saw that in the preview already. But
Is it really only week 3?
yeah.
I would have said
For us.
I would have said week 4.
I was very surprised that that was the end of his like storyline already.
Or is it?
He comes back. Yeah, I guess so. But I do like Michelle. Doesn't seem like she's going to put up with any of that shit.
No.
So I think that's like sort of the common theme with her. But yeah, Jamie could have made it through this episode. And I wouldn't have been surprised.
No cocktail party.
It's canceled.
Canceled.
The cocktail party. It's canceled.
Cocktail parties have been are just getting canceled all over the place.
I like how consistently they get canceled. Because it's become now funny to me.
It's the only response to drama now is what the situation is,
That's right.
Like, if there is any conflict at the cocktail party, bachelors or bachelorettes used to just have to power through it to the rose ceremony. Now, if there's any conflict, the bachelor or the bachelorette could just be like, you know what? We're canceling the rest of the cocktail party.
I feel like we haven't had a cocktail party in 4 years. Yeah. It really feels that way.
I know.
Because every time I'm hearing about a cocktail party, it's because it's canceled.
It used to be exciting.
Well, because you would get the host come out.
Yes.
And, I'm like the host, like we don't know who it was.
Yeah. Chris Harrison would come out.
Harrison would come out.
And it was exciting that
And it
Chris
would be
Harrison
like,
would come out and be
ladies
like,
and gentlemen, ladies, so-and-so has canceled the cocktail party.
I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, everyone would hush tones.
Yeah. And he was so serious
Now,
about it.
Yeah.
we're going to have a generation of contestants that don't even know what cocktail parties are.
Wait,
Yeah.
they used to actually have these?
Oh, yeah. They're like,
They're
what?
going to have the cocktail party and these people are going to get fucked up.
they're
They're
like-
going to be like, whoa, we've never had one of
used to
these
have
before.
cocktail parties until the sun comes up and then do the rose ceremony.
Right.
Guys are spoiled. They're getting right to the cocktail party.
Right.
Or to the rose ceremony, I mean.
It's canceled.
Yes,
Cocktail party.
absolutely canceled. So Michelle's giving out her roses. We got Martin, Rodney, and Brandon, who already had roses from the dates. So then we had Joe, Rick, Leroy, Nate, Casey, Chris G, Chris S, Clayton, Olu, Romeo, and Will all
Woo.
get roses. That was where we didn't know it was going. Will and Peter, they were showing him back and forth. It was like, these two don't like each other. One of them gets to stay or both of them are going to go. So that actually meant that Peter went home along with LT, Spencer, and Malik. I like, we didn't really get to see a lot of Spencer, but I liked Spencer. I hope maybe we get to see him on Paradise. I thought he was really cute. I feel like he has more of a story than we got to see on the show. And other than that, it was like LT, we didn't see it all. Malik, we really didn't see it all either. Peter, she's dropping the dead weight quick.
Right. The drama is getting sent home.
Right.
Right.
We didn't even talk about the jacket. Michelle didn't even find out about the jacket.
Well, we did talk about that.
The boys kept that in house.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? I like that from them.
Yeah.
Right. Peter got sent home anyway. Michelle knew.
We don't need to tattletale on everybody
No, I know.
all the time.
Yeah.
And Michelle knows. She knows that Peter is like kind of a loose cannon.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think she knew that he was going home.
Peter's not going to make a fourth location if he's out on The Bachelorette. He's got to get home.
Yeah, I wonder if I don't think the publicity from this show is
He
going to get
won't
him
be
a fourth
saving
location.
lives one slice at a time from
Right. He's got to get back. He's got to get
He's got to
back.
get back there.
He's
Got it. Yeah. So that's the end for Peter on this show. And that wraps it up for this week of The Bachelorette. It looks like Chris S will be our new villain. Step on down, pal.
Right. You can never get rid of all the drama, especially this early.
No.
Week 3. Wow. Yeah.
No, but
it's definitely.
Yeah.
Just because I in my head I thought it was just that like now that all the drama is gone.
Yeah.
Like weren't there a couple guys early on who she was like she sent them right home, and now we got Peter and Jamie are gone. Chris is gonna step up and be the next guy. I don't know.
Yep.
We'll see.
Yep. Don't you worry. Chris will step up to fill that spot.
He can't fill those shoes.
Is that a short joke? A short guy joke?
Maybe.
Oh boy. All right, that wraps it up. We will be back next week to recap week 4.